Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hi, I know it's been a while, but we are back for another Wind Down Wednesday.
Yep.
Summertime kind of throws us off sometimes.
Yeah.
I was away for a little bit on a vacation. It kind of overlapped with a couple of our Wednesday videos, and
It's been weeks.
I know that we've just kind of taken a little bit of downtime to rest and relax, but we are back. And we
Yeah.
have a couple of wines to share with you. I don't believe we've ever done videos on either one of these
No,
wines.
we've never done this one.
These are not new to us. We've already tried them before on other occasions, but these are, actually I don't think you've had the McFadden yet.
Well,
I don't
cheers.
think we have. Cheers. Hey, sweet summertime. I'm living my best life right now.
Not me.
School is out and I am getting all my projects checked off, making doctor's appointments, cleaning up my house, and like taking care of all these little projects and problems.
I am working my butt off, as usual, and I'm chasing sand cranes out of my yard with a rake.
Oh yeah. They're protected down here in Florida. They're digging up his yard.
They'll destroy your yard.
So either you have to deal with the sand cranes, or you have to deal with the HOA giving you a nastygram telling you your yard looks like crap and you need to fix it.
Well, let's just put it this way. Once they get a taste for your yard, like her
I don't
house
know
is
what
right
they're
here.
digging for. I never see them digging up my yard.
They get a taste for your yard, it's over. They would completely destroy this front yard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
It's a problem. I don't know where else they're found around the United States, but they are a nuisance.
They are. And people, oh, they're so
Obnoxious.
wonderful. No, they're not wonderful.
No.
They're mean.
Yeah, they are.
You go for walks and they're like, they stand there.
I know, we have to try to like scare them away, or else they'll come after you and try to impale you with their long beaks.
Their beak.
All right, so we are starting off. This is
This is
McFadden Sparkling Cuvée Brut NV from Potter Valley, California.
Did you say that right?
I think so. Cuvée, because it has a little accent over the E. So this is part of the Scout Circle Selections
Good.
collection. So this is not it's not necessarily like Scout Circle exclusive. I believe anybody can buy this, but we have a special line as part of Scout and Cellar where we have a few of these wines. We now have specialty cheeses and olive oils and balsamic vinegar and basically like pretty much everything you need. And there's crackers in there too that you can order to if you want to send like a care package to somebody, or if you want to order it just to have your own little like wine tasting ready to go.
But really?
But yes, they have all these little specialty things. They are at specialty prices. So they're a little bit higher than maybe what it would cost just to go to the store and pick out those kind of things.
That's
but like
up to
I
you.
said, if you want to like just all-in-one package purchase, there are a lot of really great selections
And if you
on
want to
there.
poke around on the website and maybe try something.
So I actually tried this on Mother's Day with my mom. We had it first just by itself, and then we mixed a little orange juice with it and had our
Ooh, that's good.
mimosas.
That's very good.
This is really
Mimosa.
good. So
That's funny.
this is a very special wine because it's not. You can't technically call it a champagne because it doesn't. The grapes don't come from that region, but it's the closest thing you can get to it.
To a champagne.
And yeah, and there are a lot of well-known champagne brands that you can buy just at your regular store that easily cost $50, $60 a bottle. Some of them even $75 a bottle.
Really?
This wine is $36 a bottle.
Okay.
It is absolutely fantastic.
It is.
If you're looking for a special occasion, or you know what, like I do sometimes, this is a Wednesday during the summer and I felt like celebrating.
It
So
goes down easy.
here we go.
It does. It goes down easy.
This is just a really, really great tasting wine. It is sort of a limited edition though, so if you're interested in giving it a try, you probably want to get on sooner rather than later to try to get your order in. So this is described as earthy and bold. It is 55% Pinot Noir, 45% Chardonnay.
Pinot Noir and Chardonnay.
Pinot Noir. So normally most
No
people
redness.
people think Pinot Noir, oh, that's a lighter red wine. Well, obviously, in order to use the Pinot Noir grape and not have the red color, then they really have very little contact with the peel of the grape.
Well, I find it bizarre that 55% Pinot Noir and it's not even pink.
Oh my gosh, it's got those delightful little bubbles just rising up to the top.
You would take a picture of it.
And it's not like overly fizzy. You know, sometimes when you drink carbonated wines or something like that, you feel the bubbles like in the back of your nose, and it's a little bit off-putting. You definitely do not get that at all with this wine.
Yes, it's very, very, very tasty, and it's not too sweet either.
No, it does have a little touch of sweetness to it, but definitely earthy and bold is a great way to describe it. So this mineral-rich wine offers chalky, that's not a very appetizing word, but...
No, chalky?
Yeah, green apple aromas followed by nearly dry, flinty flavors backed by crisp acidity and fine bubbles.
That's really good.
That is a very odd description.
That's really good.
It is very, very good.
That's unusually good.
It says you can find McFadden's stunning fruit also in wines like Dove Hunt Dog Sauvignon Blanc or Chardonnay. Dove Hunt Dog Chardonnay. Okay, so we have some Chardonnay mixed in this wine.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's they partner together.
I'll just throw this out there. This is a bubbly that you could actually have with maybe, fettuccine Alfredo.
You think that would be okay with a creamier?
A creamy pasta maybe, or even like fish. Instead of white wine, you just open one of these with maybe like a white fish meal, or whatever you're having, and vegetables. Just have this.
I always think of this as like a celebration or a brunch or
like a prime the pump type of thing.
Yeah, or like during appetizers.
Mm-hmm.
That's normally when I like to have my bubbles.
If you had this to open up a wine party, they'd go crazy. They'd lose their mind. They'd be like, whoa.
I may have to get in there and order a bunch of these before when I put my next order in, so we have it on hand for...
Well...
We got to make sure that we have a wine party, though, not too soon after, because I don't want to buy a bunch of these bottles and serve it to everybody, and then by the time we have our wine party, you can't order it anymore.
Well, we have some friends who are going to start doing this, and they will, I guarantee you, they would want this as an opener.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So they'll probably buy a lot of this for the opener.
Absolutely. So this pairs well with shellfish, soft cheeses, fried chicken, and big celebrations. Now that's a funny pairing, too. Fried chicken with a bubbly wine.
That's what I was saying. You could have it with dinner.
Yeah, more rich food. Yeah.
I mean, you've got all our barbecued meat here.
That's for the red. That's coming later. But I do have pork tenderloin. That's like a garlic and herb.
From last night?
Marinated from earlier in the week I think it was Monday night. So it said fried chicken. I don't have fried, but I figured pork, chicken, white meat, close enough, whatever.
Yeah.
So I just had that with this. Definitely, yeah, it pairs perfectly. Mm-hmm. So we have lots of cheeses and fruits and everything to explore.
I would have to say, out of all the bubblies, this is my favorite.
You think?
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Even better than the Tickle Bumps?
I don't. Okay, Tickle Bumps is a little light. It's a little light.
Okay.
Okay, and then what's the other one above that? There's another one that's much more sweeter. I can't remember the name of it. It's much more, the bubbly is much more sweeter.
They don't have it anymore, I'm pretty sure.
This is the in between, and this is definitely perfect. It's like perfect. It's that perfect balance between not too sweet, sweet.
This really goes great with everything. I just had some carrot with the roasted red pepper hummus.
Yeah.
That tastes delicious.
Little cheese crisps. Would you like one?
Yes, thank you. A special little.
These are supposed to be 100% cheese.
A special little purchase that I made on my vacation. I was up in North Carolina.
Oh, cheese.
I don't know. You have to go back and look at the box. I don't know.
It's like cheesecakes.
They're like almost like little biscuits.
Cookies. Yeah, little biscuits.
But they're cheesy.
They're good.
They have a tiny little bit of like spicy kick to them.
And they're delightful.
But not like overpowering. They remind me a lot of, I told you this story. When my parents used to go to like potluck
what did they have
holiday
there?
parties or like brunches, but if a special was like an all day long thing, my dad used to always make sausage balls. Like you make specifically with like a spicy like ground sausage
with breadcrumbs.
Bisquick. Like the dried Bisquick
so they were
powder.
deep fried, of course.
No, they're baked, but they have different kinds of cheeses, and and because of the grease in the sausage, you just mix it all together, and then you just portion it off into little balls. You roll them up and you stick them on a baking sheet, and they bake and they turn into almost like, this is a little bit drier. The sausage balls are a little bit like softer.
He made those?
Yeah, my dad used to make those all
Wow.
the time. It was like his little specialty that he would take to,
That's unusual.
like, you know, just appetizer kind of thing.
Wow, he doesn't make them anymore.
I know he has the recipe. He hasn't made them in a long
We
time.
need to get him to make those again.
Get him to make it for our next wine party.
Mm-hmm.
Those are delightful little snacking things
Mm-hmm.
that go with a lot of different. Okay, so back to the wine. So this wine is made in the traditional champagne method. The McFadden Sparkling Cuvée Brut is aged in the bottle for 4 years.
Wow.
4 years, people. Twice as long as most non-vintage champagne. So the ones in the store that are not actually champagne, but are some kind of like sparkling wine like this, they may be only aged for about 2 years, and those typically cost like double the price. 4 years.
Well, 9 times out of 10, most of the store-bought champagnes are garbage. They're just
And
garbage.
they'll give you a headache.
Right. There's a lot of sugar, added sugar.
Yeah.
But this is definitely spot on. It's right there. It's like right in between. Great. Good balance.
So this helps develop the apple and toasted brioche notes that make it a fantastic sparkling for any occasion. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
It really, you could drink this with anything.
Yes, you could. And that's why I was saying you could have it with dinner. You could have it as an appetizer. It's refreshing in the summertime. Ice cold. You want it ice cold too. Ice cold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say that a lot about wines, but ice cold. Well, it's good to be back. We haven't been doing this in a long time.
Oh my gosh.
It's been weeks.
Yes.
Weeks and weeks.
We've been drinking our wine, but it's been weeks since we were able to put all this stuff out and just do a little like exploring.
We have some homemade Nick beef jerky from
Yeah.
my neighbor Nick.
Yep. That's pretty tasty. It's kind of salty this time,
It is.
and it's a little bit tougher.
But it's still good though.
So there's again describing the tasting notes a little bit more specific this time. Pear, citrus, hazelnut, ginger, and melon. So all different kind of ways you can go with that. Thinking about different dishes or things that you want to pair it with. None of that necessarily screams like brunch, but in the other description they talked about the apple and brioche. Those are definitely
My
things
nose
that
is
you
running
can see
because
in
of
a
the
brunch.
sauce and because of these.
I bet this would really go great with some shrimp cocktail too.
Oh, I didn't tell you. So on my neighborhood Facebook page, I put up a picture of my sauce, my garlic marinara, and people want it. Like with Nick, they want to buy it.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying they were like, "Can you sell that to us?" And I was like, "Sure." I got to figure out a price per jar.
You got to figure out when you're going to do all that cooking.
No, but like, what would I charge per jar? I charge though. It's like I said,
That one big jar would be enough for like a family
Like what
of
I gave
four,
you
right?
tonight.
Yeah, it'd be enough
Yeah.
for like a family of 4.
would you pay $10 for that?
Yeah.
Maybe 15.
In this economy, probably $10.
Well, it doesn't cost $10 to make that like that.
Think
size.
about how much it costs to buy the jars of tomato sauce at the store. Not when they're like BOGO or something else like that. But those are traditionally like, I don't know how many ounces are in there, but
So how much is a jar of Barilla?
I don't
Like
know.
garlic marinara.
I don't buy pasta
7, 8,
sauce very
9
much,
bucks,
but
$10. She doesn't buy sauce because I give it to
yeah, because he makes the sauce for me.
her. Right, I give it to her, and she has the best. It's the best on earth. We don't have any here.
I think for right now,
$10.
probably $10.
Let's make it even $10.
Yeah, I think you could probably do that.
I think they would like it.
Oh, definitely. Well, the garlic marinara is great because you can make it with like any kind of Italian dish that you want to. You're not pigeonholed into any particular.
business.
Yeah, something else you could do on the side.
I'll donate a portion of it to cancer research
Okay, that would be a good cause.
or the American Heart Association.
Yeah, you could do that. Okay, so the pairing notes, now they're describing shellfish, what kind of said before. This one says roasted chicken instead of fried chicken. Soft cheese, and of course celebrations because it's a sparkling wine. The ingredients are grapes, yeast, malolactic bacteria, carbon dioxide, and sulfite. So yes, carbon dioxide is how you do get the bubbles, but whatever this process is for how they make this, these bubbles are very soft on the palate. They're not overpowering.
Yes, that is awesome. That is definitely awesome. It's limited time, I'll tell you right now, because a lot of times you go on the website, like I might go on there tonight, the other night, there's nothing available. Certain things aren't available. You have to go there when it's available. Buy it.
The wines come from smaller, like family-owned boutique vineyards, and so the vintage that comes out only makes so much, and when it's gone, it's gone.
Gone.
So
if you really like this, which I think anybody watching this video would really like this,
I think so too.
Order 4 bottles.
Yeah, this is really great.
Yeah,
and it's a great price for the deal that you're getting for
I'll put
the
quality
link in the
description
of the wine. Yeah.
Down below.
Look, it's like a little partridge on the label.
The partridge family.
Yeah, I know.
Remember the partridge family?
So it's 12.6% alcohol. It is 0.8 grams per liter of residual sugar. 0.12 grams of carbs per 5-ounce serving, 105 calories per 5-ounce serving. And of course, no fat.
Yours, mine. You chose that?
This is mine, and that's yours.
and I guarantee you she chose this. She did this on purpose.
These were originally for Valentine's Day. But yes, I always take the mine and I give you yours because that's yours and this is mine. So just a little bit more about this wine before we move on. The McFadden Farm has been family owned and operated since 1970 in Potter Valley, where Guinness McFadden has been farming organically for over 40 years. The hot days and cool nights of Potter Valley give Blue Quail wines. Okay, so I guess that's what their wine label is called. Yeah, quail, not a partridge.
Yeah, it's a quail because it has a little jinger on it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a partridge too. It gives their Blue Quail wines exceptional character and flavor. A vibrant natural ecosystem, which is essential to maintaining a healthy organic vineyard, is supported by the renowned Russian River and neighboring Mendocino National Forest. A lot of the familiar names that we hear in some of the other Scout and Cellar wines.
Yeah.
That come from those regions. Designated a California certified organic farmer in 1992, he has never used any form of pesticide or herbicide on his property. He is a pioneer in the organic movement and the first to commercially grow grapes in Potter Valley.
So are there any other McFadden wines on the website?
So earlier, remember I said that the Dove Hunt Dog Chardonnay are Chardonnay grapes that come from his farm.
Ah.
Yes.
Interesting.
So, and I also said the Dove Hunt Dog Sauvignon Blanc also have grapes that come from.
So they
his
have
farm.
a relationship with him.
Yes.
So there's more to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Any of you guys that watch our videos on a regular basis know that's a lot, big part of the story of Dove Hunt Dog.
Well, I'm sure that these, because they grow in a particular way, and they're always looking for scientific research that shows different ways that you can deter the pests off of the plants without having to use harmful pesticides.
I give this on the bubblies. I give it a. We're talking out of 10 score. I give it a 9.
Do you?
Yep. Maybe even a 10.
I agree.
Maybe even a 10.
I'm wavering between a 9 and a 10. This is just, it's really great.
Perfect.
The bubbles are very soft on the palate. The flavor does not compete with anything, and it pairs with everything.
If you could drink this all night long at a get together or party, you know it's 10.
It's absolutely delicious.
You could drink it all night long.
Glass after glass. I had it with a little bit of apricot, and that, even though no mention of pairing with that, that tastes delicious. You could go in any direction with this. Yes. All right, so are you ready to move on?
Yes.
All right, so next
we're moving on.
We have the 2022 Fieldhouse 301 Zinfandel. This is
light.
also a California. We've done lots of Fieldhouse wines. This is a newer vintage, but this is a Scout Circle exclusive. So we did have...
Sorry.
We did have a...
She's going to be angry with me.
A Scout... That's all right, I'll wash it. A Scout Circle sale where all of the lines were unlocked. I believe that was back in May.
The beef jerky got drenched with wine. It's good.
Oh, okay. Where all of the Scout Circle wines were unlocked and were on sale. That rarely happens, but there are occasionally some Scout Circle wines that do become unlocked. So if you are not a Scout Circle Wine Club member, you can have access to this. That may be coming with this wine. I don't know yet, but keep your eye out for it if this sounds interesting. It probably will become available at some point. I do also highly encourage you to become a Scout Circle wine member. It really is so easy. They have specific wines that they send you depending on
After
which
all
kind of
these
membership.
videos, it's time.
Yeah,
Just join.
whichever one you sign up for. But that also unlocks all of these special Scout Circle exclusive wines that you can order a la carte whenever you want.
Yes.
And you get an extra 5% discount on top of the volume discount.
Yes. I'm going to tell you right now, out of all of the video, if you've been following and watching our videos for all this time, the last 2 years, join the Scout Circle.
It is a great way to just keep those clean crafted wines coming. It's a great way also for then you're not sure, you don't have time to go through and search through the website to see what's available and whatever. That's great. You can do that if you'd like. But you also, they will just send you whichever type of club that you sign up for. They just send you on whichever monthly, bi-monthly, however frequently you want it. And it's a great way to try some wines that maybe you wouldn't necessarily pick out on your own.
Right.
And
they make recommendations.
Very rarely do I ever get a wine where I'm like, that's not really my style.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes there's like gift sets with 3 different kinds. I order those, $99.
So you don't have to worry about finding any kind of like a minimum that you're ordering in order to get the shipping included.
Yes.
If you buy a curated set, the shipping is always included.
So we went to, so here's the deal. This wine, we wanted to pair this wine well with barbecue. So on Father's Day, she took me to Sun Creek Cafe, which we got a triage of meat, barbecue meat by our friend John, who works tirelessly.
Yeah, the Sun Creek Cafe.
He runs that. Mm-hmm. And he works tirelessly for days to smoke pork butt, brisket, and
ribs. Pork ribs,
which
right?
Pork ribs.
Yeah.
Which we have it all here with his homemade barbecue sauce. Which it's funny that we both said it tasted a little vinegary. Isn't that funny? We both said that.
Well, yeah, we're not used to. Yeah, we're kind of used more as like sweet and spicy.
Mm-hmm.
This is still delicious.
It's good. No, it's good.
But it's definitely good. Like it's a little bit more of like a vinegar kind of barbecue sauce.
But it's all homemade. Everything's homemade.
Oh my gosh, it was so juicy and tender.
Well.
So, what was your initial thought for the wine before you start eating anything?
Excellent. Excuse me.
I'm thinking fruity and light.
Not fruit forward.
You're not getting fruit forward? Well,
not initially. It's a great tasting wine.
Okay.
Fruity, balanced, not fruit forward though. Dry, which I like, almost to perfection.
Well, it definitely pairs really well with the brisket.
Yes, peppery.
And even with this, I'm not getting peppery.
In the back of your throat?
Nope. Even with the more like vinegary.
So this is a great barbecue wine.
Oh yes.
So we'll drink this with barbecue.
That's specifically why.
How about expensive cheese?
Why we put it on here. Yep, that's the garlic cheese. So this is just that's Parmesan. That's the like pepper jack cheese. That is smoked Gouda, and that is our caramelized onion jack cheese.
I don't know if I've ever had
right there. So in case you didn't figure it out.
Put cheese in front of an Italian.
I know, you can kind of tell from most of it's our typical cheeses.
Here's the thing about an Italian. Within 15 seconds, you got to put cheese and wine in front of me. That's it.
Yes, when I sit down at a table, I need something to nibble on.
Cheese and wine within 15 seconds.
Yes. Bread, crackers,
right, something.
dipping oil, something.
Give me anything.
So this is $27 a bottle. That's about the average price for a Fieldhouse wine. It's like in the average range.
27?
For all of the Scout and Cellar. So this is described as fruity and bold. They do say fruity.
I'm going to have to order this.
So this is Mendocino County, California, which we kind of talked a little bit about in the when we were talking about the McFadden. This is 100% Zinfandel, no blend. It is fruity and bold with notes of strawberry, red cherry, pomegranate, tea, and white pepper, structured and elegant.
With the beef jerky, it's really good. Super duper.
It's fantastic with the barbecue.
Did you put the Hunter's beef jerky out?
Yes. So this is sweet and spicy. That's Hunter's, and that's original.
I didn't get any of the Hunter's.
Okay.
You don't like the Hunter's, do you?
No, I like them all. So balanced, fresh, vibrant, classic. All of these descriptors and more for this limited 100% Zinfandel. Inspired by the Zens of yesteryear, this has the crunchy fruit, silky texture Zinfandel fans will love.
Perfect description. Crunchy fruit. I love it.
Okay.
Because you know what? I'm a pure Zinfandel fan, and I absolutely love this wine. I love this wine.
Now this is interesting. It says put it in the fridge for 30 minutes and watch the fruit explode. We're serving at room temperature. I did not refrigerate it at all. I feel like the fruit flavors are stronger when it's at room temperature. Normally whenever you refrigerate it and chill it, those get muted.
Now, would you have this with filet mignon?
I really barbecue. I really like this better. I would probably lean more towards a Cab or Merlot or something else like that
With
if I'm
pasta?
going to have. It depends on your bolognese maybe.
So when I'm not here and you make my marinara, do you have that with it?
No,
What do you have?
one of the wines that says it pairs with Italian.
If you live with me, we'll have anything that's red.
I know.
I'll be like, we're gonna have some of this. Just try this.
I know.
When we lived together, we decided we're going to have a wine cellar that has this computerized screen, keeps inventory.
Mm-hmm.
I dream of this. You know?
Yes, I know.
actually dream about it, like a screen, inventory, database. We both have apps. We're like, okay, fine.
What wines do we have?
She's like, honey, what do we have in inventory? What do we got?
And you put all the descriptors in there so you can say we're having Italian tonight. It'll pull up all the wines that we have in stock that go with Italian.
I can tell you right now, her being at work and me on the road all day, I guarantee you the two of us will text each other about the wine selection for the night. It just happens. We go back and forth about it. What do you think about this? And she'll be like, well, I don't know. What about this one? Okay, what about this one? We'd be like, well, we have this in inventory.
Yes.
And then I text her and say, you need to order 6 more bottles of that because we're low on it.
Yes.
That's going to be such fun, isn't it?
I know. Every night, just get to choose which wine we're going to have with dinner.
But we need to have a database, which I'll
to
provide.
keep track of it all.
A cloud-based database, which I'll provide for us. I'll build it. And then we'll have apps on our phone.
Yes.
And have this touch screen thing, you know, like you have for your HVAC
See,
system.
it pays to have a web developer boyfriend.
Yes. I wonder if our fans would buy that. They'd buy that system.
Then how do you customize it for? If there was like a barcode or something on the bottles they could just scan when they would upload it to their inventory.
And make you buy this.
The label.
You buy the unit, which the unit can be programmed to connect to the app and the database and via API. So you plug the unit in on your wall, get power to it, and then you connect to your Wi-Fi.
But I'm saying it's got to be quick and easy for people when they get their order to be able to scan it and put it in their cellar or cabinet or whatever they're storing their wine.
There's barcodes on these wines.
That one does, but I don't know. This one doesn't. It has a QR code, but that just tells you about the grower.
You need a barcode.
You need a way to be able to scan the label, and for your program to be able to identify what it is.
Using AI, I can do that.
Okay.
Can you imagine if I sold you the unit, download the app, the people that come to our wine party would do it?
Oh, yeah.
People over here in those giant houses, they would immediately buy it. They'd be like, I want that. Well, can you imagine? That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. See? Necessity is the mother of all inventions.
You should talk to Scout and Cellar about that. They probably would.
They
invest in that.
They invest in that. Can you? Are you listening to me? There's certain people. Are you listening to me? DM me.
Lots of great ideas.
DM me. I'm good. I'm a good man. I'm an idea man.
Okay, so back to the wine. Had it with strawberries, blueberries, fantastic. The caramelized onion jack cheese, really great. Just because the creaminess from the cheese, but the caramelized onion goes great with this wine. Yes, the sweet and spicy beef jerky.
Some of the pieces are tender.
In that direct, yeah, that was actually tender, and it is had a little bit of kick to it. That was really great. I'm gonna try a little bit more of the barbecue with this, but so pairs well with Korean barbecue, buffalo wings, veggie burgers, dark chocolate, truffles, and game day gatherings. That is a great way to describe this too. And I know a lot of people drink beer and stuff like that when you're watching a football game or baseball game or whatever. But
her Gators won today in the baseball championship.
Oh my gosh! In the men's college World Series, we beat Kentucky. So now we have to go back and play.
Gators, let's do it.
You got to do the Gator chomp.
Yeah,
but we have to go back and play Texas A&M again. They beat us once earlier in an earlier round. We have to go back and play them again.
So if they beat Texas A&M, they play them again.
Yes, because A&M doesn't have any losses yet.
Because the losers bracket.
Right. So we have to play them. If we beat them, we have to beat them twice in order to move on to the final game.
Boy, they're going to get intimate with Texas A&M, aren't
Yes,
they?
we are. I had no idea they were even that good. But so lots of really exciting stuff happening right now. We just celebrated Father's Day this past Sunday. My parents are out of town this week. They just happened to plan I don't know if they realized they were planning a trip during Father's Day, and my dad's birthday is tomorrow. So we're just going to celebrate when they come back. But we celebrated Father's Day on Sunday. And then, yes, on Friday, we're going to celebrate your birthday, but then with my parents,
I don't want to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, yes, you do.
I don't want to celebrate.
You're turning 45.
I am. I'm going to be 45 years old.
Yes.
Wish me a happy birthday.
Yes, on Friday, yes. It will be...
In the comment below, wish me a happy birthday.
45 again.
Yeah, no. Shut up. I am.
Yes.
And it's honestly...
It's another year blessed to still be alive and still be able to do all the things that you do. So I don't want to hear any complaining.
Yes. But I will say, the older you get, it gets harder. Your body...
Oh my gosh, I saw a meme.
It's harder.
Somebody posted the other day about Danny Glover, because I think it was his birthday. And he's like 70-something years old, I think.
And he was like in his 40s.
But he was in his 40s during the...
He was like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, I'm too old for this shit. And he was in his 40s at that time, and he was like, and they were like, now he's really too old for this shit.
I can't imagine him now. He'd be like, I'm really too old for this shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old, but before we go...
I have a little bit more to share about the line, too.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Mentioned before, Mendocino County, California. This says it came from McDowell Valley Vineyard in Mendocino County. It's sourced from 2 long-standing, clean-crafted vineyards, vines ranging over 100 years in age, over 100 years old. Harvested at night and early morning to ensure maximum freshness, capture unique varietal characteristics. Each vineyard fermented separately in stainless steel for 14 to 21 days to preserve unique vineyard characteristics. It's aged for 11 months in stainless steel for maximum brightness and enhanced aromatics. Bottled with sustainable cork, lighter glass to reduce carbon footprint, and unfined with gentle filtration. And the ingredients for this wine are grapes, yeast, malolactobacteria, and sulfites.
Gentle?
Yes, gentle.
My gentle frustrations.
Well, not during the summer. So again, the tasting notes are strawberry, pomegranate, red cherry, white pepper, pairs well with barbecue, burgers, dark chocolate, and tailgating. Don't forget I have a little bit of dark chocolate with almond in it here.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
We're gonna try that.
Not yet.
And
I like the onion
let's see. This is 12.5% alcohol. It is 0.44 grams per liter of residual sugar, 103 calories per 5-ounce serving, 0.07 grams of carbs per 5-ounce serving.
No carbs.
Very, very low in carbs.
Drink it and enjoy yourself.
And it is 69 parts per milliliter of sulfites.
69, baby.
I didn't have that information on the McFadden, the sparkly. Usually the whites are a little bit higher and sulfites, but almost all of the clean crafted wines are 100 or less, which is significantly less than most of your your store bought wines.
Now we do have a dog that's begging.
Yes.
And she spent the better part of the last couple of days scrubbing these floors.
Cleaning my carpet.
Because of that dog.
I try to do it at least once a year, and I think I let it slip for a little bit longer than a year, and oh my gosh, the dirty water that came out of the...
If you rent the Rug Doctor, you know what we're talking about.
Yes. It was a lot of hard manual labor, but definitely well worth it.
It's satisfying, isn't it? It's satisfying.
I don't like to hire somebody to come in and do it because I have more control over... That's the ribs, yeah. I have more control, especially having my son here and my dog here and everything. I can kind of work around them. I prefer to do that. So
yes, and I can tell you, it smells really nice, and she worked hard.
It does make the house, it really freshens up.
She will be sore tomorrow morning.
I'm already sore, yes, right now. After yesterday, my lower back, the way you have to maneuver that machine is a little.
Yep.
A little.
My
funky.
business, I have 2 businesses. One of my businesses requires a lot of heavy lifting, and I'm really sore. And I will tell you honestly, the older you get, if you're older, you know what I'm talking about. Lifting heavy things on a regular basis, you get sore, aches, and it takes a lot longer to heal. So I'm getting a massage. And she's on compliments of her. She gifted me a massage, and I'm gonna go in, and she has her masseuse is gonna do me. She's gonna do me, and do me, baby. No, just kidding.
She's really good. She has very strong, firm hands.
I want big hands. Strong.
It's not like the other. Sometimes you get the massage therapist that uses like their forearm
No,
or
I
their
don't want
elbow
that.
to like dig in. Man,
I want big-handed, big woman, strong.
she's really good.
I want you to work it, and my rotator cuff is messed up,
Yeah.
and I need it to be rubbed.
He's going to get pampered.
I'm gonna get. Well, I want deep tissue massage,
Yeah.
which means they're gonna go extra hard on that.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be screaming. So I talked to my friend JP, who's a chiropractor today. I texted him today, and he was like, "Oh, I can schedule it. But we've got a masseuse here. I can schedule you." And I was like, "Okay, I will. After this, I will come over to his place.
Okay.
He has a masseuse that works for him."
Well, they can also, if you, they can maybe bend and move your muscles and stuff, or and your joints in certain ways that might help to alleviate some of the pain.
Well, I asked Dr. Silvera, my friend. His name's Dr. Silvera, and he said that he can help me with the rotator cuff thing.
Okay.
They snap it into place again.
Okay. Snap it. That doesn't sound like a very.
But you have to relax. Can you relax?
No.
You take it and they go.
No, I'm too worried that something's going to happen.
No.
I'm going to tense up.
You gotta trust.
No. I have trust issues.
He's one of my best friends. Literally, I swear to God, I trust this man with my life. We go way back. She met him. He's a good man, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's a good man. Sweet man. And we're like really good friends. We have this connection. It's unusual. But he's a chiropractor, so you have to trust him. So when he
We
said,
still have to get him and his wife to a wine party.
we will get them to come. He's a very sanguine, shy guy.
Sanguine and shy do not go hand in hand.
Maybe he's not sanguine. He might be more melancholy. Maybe he's melancholy. He's like Chris.
He seems to be pretty social.
He is very social. He talks.
Well, okay, we're going to wrap this up. I just want to interject real fast.
Okay,
Have
so-
this Zinfandel with the dark chocolate. Not a fan. I didn't think that paired very well.
I'm not going
together.
to eat the dark chocolate.
But barbecue, definitely. Burgers, anything like that, I definitely would think it goes great.
All I keep thinking of when I grab the remote at the end of the video is that scene in Pulp Fiction.
Oh my gosh.
Where they're getting ready to whack the kid in the room. And they pull out their guns and he's reciting that verse from Ezekiel.
Nobody's going to get whacked.
And I'm like, we're pulling out the guns, we're getting ready to...
No, we're
But
not.
anyway, so listen, here's the deal. I'm going to post the video, like and comment and share. It's going to be on Facebook.
And we'll share the links for these two wines as well.
We definitely will share the links for these two wines. Go on there, just check it out, buy it, try it. If you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. Just try it.
Well, Scout and Cellar will, or they'll offer you a different wine to replace it.
Or if they don't, I will.
Yes.
Okay, and the deal is, I can tell you right now, you're not going to not like that at all. That McFadden, you're going to love it.
I love the Zinfandel too.
Well, I do too, but anyways,
All right.
we will talk to you guys later.
All right, bye.
Bye.